The need is urgent. The need is driving. We must get on our own self-supports and self-sufficiency as quickly as possible. And I consider that the fundamental lesson, the primordial lesson, the only answers you will ever find, and the only questions that make sense, that are practical, street smart, realistic, and fair, come from within. But go into yourself, self-organismic regulation. Fritz Perls, Gestalt, that's why I like hard Gestalt. And self-sufficiency sounds easy in saying it in principle, but unless you've been to the wars, unless you've been through the wars, unless you've caught hell walking through those streets over and over again of broken dreams in New York City with the rain slashing, cold rain pouring down on you. And it's cold at night, brother. It's cold out there. And you tell it to the hawk. You speak to that hawk while he's kicking your ass all around the block. Driving cold you can't get away from. The bones stiffen up and freeze up. You can't lie now. You can't alibi now. And with that philosophical brace behind you, you take courage. You are like the phoenix. You rise from the fire of your own funeral. It's like Pearl said, I died my own death under my own hands and rose again like the phoenix, and came up with practical, realistic questions. And the only attitude that makes sense in this scenario is cynical. Dog eat dog. Dr. Freud said it and he was right. I don't care how many people sugarcoat it. Man is a wolf to man. And that reality is only candy coated over. I've seen nothing to ever challenge that truth. If you chase the analysis far enough, if you keep asking questions over and over again, keep prosecuting, tough, hard, ruthless, realistic, objective, and keep the sentiment at a minimum, can't get rid of it, but you keep it in check, you keep questioning it. And the best way to do it is to take a walk with me, New York City, in a street of broken dreams, on a cold, slashing cold winter night with the rain driving from every direction. And there's no way to get around it. Nothing protects you. Maybe a farmer's raincoat. And then we'll talk. When the stresses are on, all the stressors, full force. No way to get rid of them, no way to alibi them. No way to perfume them, no way to hide them. If you want to alibi them, if you want to perfume them, if you want to hide them, go to your gurus, go to your gods, go to your leaders, go to your marketplace. You'll never find anything there. Go to yourself on a cold, hard, merciless winter night, because that's the only place you're going to find the truth, and the truth very simply is your truth, without alibi, naked in the driving rain and the dry slashing cold. You got a long night ahead of you, buddy. You got a long night. But there and only there you'll find some answers. And those answers will be your answers because they'll be forged in a crucible of a hot burning oven you'll cauterize from home. I have to be like, it took me a lifetime to understand this. Like a great fighter, well-conditioned boxer, had a lot of fights behind him. And his body is innervated to respond to the situation. He physically knows what to do under fire. That takes a lot of training. Now here's the rub. It takes a lot of experience. But if you're height challenged, if you're ugly man, if you're a short man, we're labeled trolls, dwarfs, midgets. The doors are shut to you, my friend. The only way you can get the experience and the blooding that you need to come up to speed is through better and better observations, simulations, and Gedanken experiments. Gedanken experiments mean mind experiences. You have to come up fast. You have to learn from others' experiences because it's a tough situation for a pariah, a disenfranchised man, to be able to break the barriers, the doors that are solidly locked against him. Because of his appearance, because of his personality, and he can't get the experiences, the bloodings that he needs. The best thing that's ever been, the smartest thing that's ever been said to me, and I said it in another talk. Very intelligent, very practical, street smart man said to me, bad sex is better than no sex at all, and you can generalize from that. I said, what in the hell do you mean by that? How the hell do you learn from bad sex? All you're learning is that you are inadequate, that you're erectively impotent under the situations, that you are socially impotent, that you don't have the personality and the charisma, and then you turn around and you see your TDH. Take that same situation and turn to fantastic and great sex, and the bum will brag about it too, boy. When he sees a man like me who's disenfranchised, short, small, fat belly, big face, ugly man, and he'll enjoy rubbing it into that man. Ooh, what a great piece of ass I had. Yeah, okay? And then he said something to me that I'll never forget. How else can it get better? How else can you have an opportunity to make all of your mistakes and get bashed and punched and frustrated, and then take and learn from those mistakes and grow? You make the mistakes over, just like a fighter coming up. You're going to get hit and punched and beat up over and over again till you finally start to learn bit by bit the lessons of how to protect yourself and how to come back fighting and win. But you're not going to win easy. There's no formula victory. If you want a formula victory, go to Tony Robbins, but he'll take you broke. And he gets the breakthrough to all of this that I'm talking about here. Half an hour, piece of cake. Tony's got the answers. Tony knows the strategies. Tony breaks through. He'll get the breakthrough. Tony's the man they call when everything else fails. And he comes to save the day at a very, very high fee. And he turns things around and takes the credit for it. There's only one problem. He's never been challenged by the cold, hard reality that I'm talking about right here and now. He picks on people who already, he cherry picks. Good example, prostate cancer. Now I know something about this. You have to be very careful with the data that's selected, because a lot of these people in the prostate cancer business who claim victories have cherry picked their patients, so they build up a storehouse of favorable data which they can market. It's just that simple. And of course, they keep it well camouflaged. It's all in the market. This is my point. It's all in the marketing. It's in the here comes your Tony Robbins. It's in the storytelling, the saleable storytelling. It's all in this bullshit. Now I'm putting the picture of the world as a cold, hard motherfucker. Let the discussion start.